Hey, what's up, rock stars? It's Rox coming to you today with a review for Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 4, Episode 13. So, you guys, first and foremost, happy Father's Day to all of our fathers out there. Whether or not you are with your children today, for whatever reason, you are still a father. And today is our day to celebrate you. Okay, I realize that it's a hard day for some people. Some people don't have their fathers. So, our hearts go out to you all. It's a difficult day for Mother's Day for me, so I understand how it can be. But our love, we send our love to all of you guys. And yeah, you guys, I'm tired today. I'm just a smidge hungover. Just a smidge. Rocky did it a little too big yesterday. A little too big, okay? Child, we was celebrating last night. That's all I can tell you, child. I am tired today. Smidge hungover, like I said. We're about to, finish getting dressed and heading out for Father's Day celebration. So I wanted to make sure that I get this video done today. Good thing that this show was just a filler. One thing I do know for damn sure is that I don't want to see a whole damn episode of the men again. Like, they're so boring. They think that they're hilarious. There was like time I was just like, oh my God, is this whole show gonna be them? It was almost like watching paint dry. But I mean, I know every time, every season we have fillers. So this is definitely one of them. And maybe I guess it was fitting that it was the men since it's Father's Day. I know Mr. ain't fixing to cut the grass on Father's Day. He just said he wasn't cutting it. It's gonna make noise. Plus, I was sneaking in his car. He didn't know I was gonna be out here using his good gas. I'll wait for him to say something to me. Anyway, you guys. It's Father's Day, and I guess Mr. cut the grass. He should have did that yesterday. Oh, you know what? And it's really about to be some noise because the kids gonna have to move their cars and stuff. Child, anyway, just let's get to the video, shall we? Let me turn off his car. Or turn it off. Maybe he won't realize that I'm in here. Yeah, I think that's what we gonna do. All right, you guys, so the show opens with the guys making it to the mansion, okay? Yeah, Martell got this $10 million mansion that he got for 4 guys. Oh, I forgot. They're having a little bit of a wine tasting there tonight. And when they get there, the men are all impressed, like, damn, Martell, he did it like this? Yep, well, we have Melnika to thank for that. And Melnika meets them there. She welcomes them, greets them all in. Come on in. This is all about y'all. Y'all gonna have a good time. Martell was just like, I'm very, very excited to spend this weekend with my boys. And we probably got something special planned for everybody. Melnika. What'd you say? Oh, okay. Oh, I guess he did know I was in the car. 1 second. Now, Marceau is impressed with the fact that Melnika and Martell have been friends for 30 years, something like that. And the commitment to just being friend zoned the whole time, it's especially for someone the likes of Martell, who we know has a special proclivity for the women. So yeah, the guys all meet Melnika and everything, and then they sit down. And Marceau was just like, what is it with the word male? Is that Martell's love language? It is ironic that he would have another male. This is the OG male, though. You guys remember male number 1. So anyway, the guys get unpacked. They go to their rooms. They're calling their spouses. Maurice telling her, Kimmy, how nice the place is. $10 million. Marceau tells Letitia that they're going to dinner and probably going out. Tiffany is talking to Lewis, and she was just like, what y'all doing today? And he was just like, oh, I think we're going to have dinner, and then we're going to go out. Go out. Oh, okay. Where you guys going? And he was like, well, Martell is in charge of this whole thing. Oh, Martell, the single guy is gonna. Oh, okay. I was just like, now all of a sudden you don't trust Lewis, girl. What is going on? Right? This whole thing is just, oh my God. We're going to talk about Tiffany and Lewis in a little bit. But anyway, Letitia's also a little leery about what is going on with the fellas, considering. I was like, girl, you ain't got to worry about Marcel. They got cameras there today, honey. They gonna all be on their best behavior. Okay, with a little bit of mist sprinkled in there so, the viewers can be entertained. Are you not entertained, everybody? Now, the men is telling their wives, like, we know we married. We know how to act. You ain't got to be worrying about us, Letitia's all, I guess, As if Martell is the fucking Pied Piper and he's kidnapped these men and is forcing them. I was just like, these men, everybody is there on their own, on their own. They know what they're doing. The women, the fact that everybody is just so, first of all, they pulling y'all viewers chain because now they're going to recreate Atlanta because it was such a hot topic from the beginning. Now all of a sudden the men are going back again. Okay, this time with the camera, it's just like, they could have saved this whole episode. Anyway, Martell was just like, I am single, and I'm going to have myself a good time. The men, they're going to have to explain to their wives, why they're out in Atlanta with a whole bunch of women. Okay? And why is that? Because Milnika, on that bullshit. Milnika, how you gonna sit up here and invite all these heifers to this thing, knowing good and damn well? Now, you was the main one that was talking about we not gonna be on no negativity, no ignorant, no nothing. If these guys come and make sure they got your best interest at heart, and then you book them in the fucking den of iniquity. They got all these women sit up there. The men get dressed. Okay, and they come on downstairs. You know how men think when they really think they looking good, they kind of walk slower. They come on down the stairs, single file line, and they walk into a room full of women. Hey! These women look like they just got out of jail or some shit, the way they were so excited to see these men. Okay, everybody got on their best Chinese boutique dress and club wear, and they all just sitting there just smiling. And the men was just like, oh, so Martell thinks it's funny to have all these women here. All right, so, but you know what? Everybody, like they said, they know that they're married, so it's okay. All right, so Marceau is going around and, he's talking to the women. All right, Maurice notices that he's maybe doing it a little bit too much. But what did we all come here for? Oh, well, they're going to have a private wine tasting with all of these beautiful women. So we're going to go around the room and we're going to ask the women, what do they think is special about the wine? The girls, oh, it's so nice. It's sweet, and I love the taste of it. And, it just makes me think of... One girl was like, I think it need to be some more pink on the bottle. Martell, well, we did want it to appeal to the ladies, but we didn't want it to be too feminine. But if the women are the ones who are buying the product, then maybe we will add some damn pink to that bottle. Okay. But yeah, they're sitting there. The girls look like they looking at the men like they fucking pork chops. Now, I don't know if they... Okay, who is this coming up the things? Hi. The men are looking at the women like, okay, we're gonna do this for the TV. Okay, let's act like we, a little uncomfortable, a little intrigued, a little bit of all of that, So they thank the women for their opinions, and then Martell, and all of you guys are very beautiful, very beautiful. Okay, sounded like your uncle that when you was little that they kept you away from, you couldn't be with him by yourself. I was like, okay, Martell. I mean, I guess I need the damn keys back because it's hot. And if you gonna be, he ain't doing what he need to do. I need the. I don't have a key. See what happens when we try to be sneaky. That shit don't work out. Peep, there's too much going on around here, y'all. So the wine tasting is janky at best, right? But I mean, Milnika, I guess she did her best. All right, Milnika says, okay, now that the ladies have all told their opinions of the wine, okay, men, I'm gonna need you guys all to sell this wine to us. You guys do a little commercial and let us know why we should why we should purchase this bottle of wine. Okay, Marceau, you go first. So Marceau says something about intimate moments and, pouring the wine and having a drink, fine. Okay, Maurice, what about you? Maurice says, close your eyes. Oh, close our eyes. Okay. Maurice tell them to close their eyes and imagine themselves, doing something. What's missing? This wine. All right. That damn Lewis with his sex-deprived ass, he get up there and say, you know what, pop the bottles and then spread them legs. Nigga, this is the commercial that you came up with. Somebody fuck Lewis, please. What is happening here? I was just like, now when did Lewis become this person? Child, I don't know what to make of Tiffany and Lewis. Like I said, we're going to talk about them in a second. But I just was like, pop the bottles and spread the legs. I guess. Okay. Oh, the ladies got a good giggle out of that. So did the men. If I'm having such success at such a small event, I can imagine what it'll be like at the large event. He's excited that the women here have all enjoyed the Inez wine. Baby, they was going to enjoy whatever the fuck you put on that table. And we got another event coming. I thought this was it, child. Listen, I've had enough. But anyway, afterwards, the men are sitting around talking, and Martell tells Lewis that he needs to talk to them about the whole open thing. Now, I don't know where it happened. I guess they didn't show all of the clips that happened when Martell was talking to Lewis and Tiffany, but I guess at some point, well, maybe he did mention something about being open, but they was a little vague on what they meant about open in their marriage. Okay. You couldn't pay me to think that Lewis and Tiffany has a fucking open marriage. Lewis, you ain't fucked another woman in your bed, and you know it. Hell, you ain't fucked your own woman in your bed. Nigga, what you talking about open? The guys is just like, open? Oh, let's give Lewis a little dash of bad boy too, as he's supposed to be in this open marriage or whatever it is. He didn't never really clarify what they meant by it either. Back in Huntsville, we see Kimmy go to Black, and she meets Letitia there. Letitia's there talking to her employee, Jalen. And then Kimmy and Letitia sit, and they do their job as the somewhat insecure wives that are concerned at best about their husbands being in Atlanta with the Pied Piper. Okay? And, Letitia, I bet you they gonna go to a strip club and everything. Like, why did they have to go all the way to Atlanta? Like, we could have did this in Huntsville. First of all, we couldn't do nothing because we wasn't invited. It was for the men, okay? And why they had to do this men's trip? Because y'all was so obsessed with the fucking Atlanta trip, the first one, that we gonna recreate it for the viewers for the second one, girl. So we all got to be sitting through watching this fucking paint dry, like I said, with the child. It's the same old same. Kimmy is concerned, but she trusts her husband, and Letitia trusts her husband. She has no choice but to trust her husband. She's trying to be on a positive thing. She don't let the social media thing get in her head. I was just like, let me go get the key, child. It's hot. Hold on. I be needing it to be nobody around when I do my videos, neighbors coming over and everything. Anyway, where are my notes? And I didn't even know if this neighbor knew I did this still. I'm trying to keep a low profile around this mug. So yeah, Letitia says she can't be going off of these rumors. She trusts her husband. And okay, well then if you trust him, why are we having this damn conversation? And as far as strip clubs, Letitia being concerned about them going to a strip club. Of course they're going to a strip club. This is Atlanta. Atlanta is known for its strip clubs. Okay, and side note, rest in peace real quick to Follies. Okay, one of the OG strip clubs, one of the first ones that I went to when we first moved here, they are closing. Okay, I think they're closed already. They took their sign down, child. It was the end of an era. I was just like, that's where I had my first set of hot wings. No, it wasn't. Strokers was my first. But that was one of the hot wings place too. And when I tell you that they had poles that went up, it felt like fucking 50 feet high. Them poles went all the way. Child, anyway. Yes, they're going to a strip club. And it's only right. They're all down. They go to the strip club and they do what men at strip clubs do when there's a camera right there in front of them. They're enjoying themselves and trying to act like they're not doing too much. Okay. I'm assuming that when the shit really got turned up is when the cameras got turned off. Lewis, though, you ain't got to worry about Lewis, because Lewis said ain't nothing up in this strip club for me. Lewis had a cigar, and baby, he act like he see plenty of ass shaking in his face all the time, so this does not impress him. I was like, Lewis, you can have a little bit of fun. Listen, let's just have the conversation about Lewis and Tiffany. I cannot figure out if they are lying for the show, okay? And that's why they seem so uncomfortable when they talk about their relationship, or is their relationship just in such a bad way that they are uncomfortable talking? Whatever it is, every time Louis and Tiffany have to talk about their relationship, it's uncomfortable, it's weird, it's cringy, okay? It's just sort of like, what's the problem? And why are we talking in riddles? And, you know, why last year everything was great and now all of a sudden, you know, everything is bad and it's a sex problem? She wants to have a baby. Where did this come from? Everybody busy. What the fuck does everybody do? Where do they work? Okay? Why is we so busy and we still don't know nothing about where they work? Didn't she get laid off at the the club that her and Mel met at? I forgot what it was called. Child, I was just like, I cannot figure out what's going on there, but something about their story is off. We see Mel meet Tiffany at the store. They're gonna do a little shopping together. You know, when Tiffany comes in, you know, Mel, oh, you look good, girl. I thought about you when I saw this. You know, I put this on, I put it on, and I thought about you. This looked like something you would wear. It was a hat, okay? And Tiffany was like, oh, okay. You know, I want to thank you for coming with me to Utah, Alabama, to try and check on my father, you know, find out where my father is, you know. She act like they went on this huge ass mission. You was out there for 2 hours. Okay, girl. You would think that she was down deep in the trenches, honey, trying to go through all of this old archive stuff to find out about her daddy. If she did do it, we ain't seen it. All right. And she just made it seem like Mel did all of this, girl. Mel unbuttoned her shirt and went and stood in front of the man. That is the extent of it. So I don't know why she making it seem like she did, you know, it really meant a lot to me because Louis wasn't going to be that for me. Okay. All of a sudden it's just on Louis. Everything is on Louis, down on Louis. Louis can't do shit. Let Tiffany tell it. Mel was just like, you don't think so? Honey, Louis don't do nothing. He not a self-starter. I'm the one to get him started. If it wasn't for me, that nigga wouldn't even leave the house. Okay. Yeah, he don't do nothing. He just all bump on the law. Girl, you ain't making your man seem like he's all that desirable. Okay, then she get to telling Mel how Louis went to Atlanta with the fellas, and Mel was just like, oh, he was in Atlanta. Oh, okay. And she was just like, you know, I'm hoping that Martell doesn't, you know, persuade him, you know, into doing something, as if Louis don't have his own mind. You know what, one thing we not gonna do is we not gonna put that negativity in the air. Louis ain't doing nothing. He ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't gotta worry about Louis. He has his own mind. I was like, child, even Mel knows. That scene even made it seem like it got on Mel's nerves, because everything that Tiffany said, it was just sort of like, so now I said my part. Now, what do you think about that? And a side note, when you saw Tiffany on Carlos King, I didn't watch all of Carlos King's show, but I saw the very beginning when they introduced her, and she was so uncomfortable, and it was just so not natural. And she would say something, and she'd be sort of like, okay, like, what do you say now? Like, I was just like, somebody, where's Mona? Bitch, where's Mona when you need her? Mona would have got these niggas straight. Okay, we're gonna have acting 101 at the reading table, so y'all know what the hell's going on. I'm sorry, I don't even know if I'm giving y'all the full review, because like I said, I'm just a smidge hungover. Child, it's a whole lot of distractions around. But anyway, so then we talk about Tiffany and then we talk about Tiffany and Louis's sex life, and I was just like, I'm gonna need the rock stars to come in real close, real close. Okay, close. Okay, I mean close. Y'all can see my mustache and my unplugged eyebrows. Okay. Did you want to imagine Louis and Tiffany deep in the throes of passion? I mean, just sit and think about it for a minute. Nigga, that's a visual that I ain't never got to have ever in my life. Can you imagine that big nigga sweating on top of her like, oh Lord, or her trying to be on top? She seemed like the type that's controlling. She gonna be on top. Child, it's something that I ain't never had to have in my mind. I don't know what's going on with their sex life. Do they have it enough or do they not have it enough? Okay? Are they even happy? Maybe they having sex, but they not pleased with each other. Because you can't really tell. Like, she'll say that he wanted, she wanted more. He needed, and they not having sex, and she not satisfied. I don't know. Honey, Tiffany and Lewis, I'm just real confused on the whole thing. I don't understand exactly what. But Tiffany has decided that Lewis is intimidated by her. You know, man, you think he's really intimidated by you? Girl, that's not intimidation. That's I'm sick and tired of you. Okay, that's what Lewis is giving me. But she say that, you know, she intimidates him. So Mel was just like, well, why don't you ask him? You know, communication between couples is very important. It is important. Okay, sex is a very important part of a marriage, and if you're not having it, yeah, it can cause some problems. So let's have a conversation. Do I intimidate you? I would love to see Tiffany ask Lewis that. Let's hope that is coming up on the episode. But anyway, that's the problems with Lewis and Tiffany. We'll hear more about it a little bit later too. Next morning, they show the men back in Atlanta. They get up, they have a nice good breakfast, and Martell tells them that they're going to the rage room today and take out some frustrations. Today we're going to the rage room because it's time to just leave a lot of pent-up frustrations behind. I'm not trying to leave all of my life behind, you know, because I've had my children and my wife, and there's things that happen there that I never want to forget, but I am moving forward. Y'all love doing Martell. I do. Martell is one of my faves. He is definitely one of the ones I feel like I actually sound a little bit like him. Most of the ones that I do, I don't think I sound like him. But Martell, bitch, you can't tell me that I ain't on that nigga. So they get on the bus, and actually, this conversation that they had on the bus was actually one that I could appreciate. So first, you know, we get the conversation about Melnika, and you know, how Martell is just happy that she's 100% committed and believes in him. You know, that's kind of hard to find these days. Well, when you pay somebody, honey, you pay them enough and they will believe in you as much as you need them to. Martell said this all straight positivity. Everything is good. He believes in himself. You know, Maurice is even impressed that Martell is back to the way he was. He does seem different. Okay, they came out from under that cloud of the divorce. Actually, him and Mel both. I don't know if they had a conversation and agreed not to come with that foolishness again this season, but you can tell both of them have finally kind of gotten a little bit more used to the idea that they are not going to be together and everything. It is what it is. Okay, shout out to Ashley. So, yeah, I mean, we just, you know, Martell, I can see that he's getting back to himself. And so yeah, we're going to the rage room. We're gonna let out these frustrations. You know, Marceau he can't just say I'm sick of my mother-in-law. He got, you know, one thing that I am frustrated about more than dealing with my mother-in-law is dealing with my mother. Nigga, why everything gotta be a long speech with Marceau? Confucius, okay? Nigradamus. I mean, he think he know every fucking thing. Where is fucking the clip of what's his name on Dave Chappelle when you need it? So he's frustrated about Wanda. Wanda don't know no boundaries. You know, she says and does what she wants because Letitia has made her think that it's that it's the right thing to do, that she's comfortable. You know, nobody has stopped it, and if Marceau don't stop it, then she's just gonna continue on and ruin their marriage. Okay. It ain't even them against the world, it's them against Wanda, Miss Wanda. Maurice don't have none of them frustrations. Him and Kimmy fuck all the time, and his mother-in-law, you know, he don't have them issues, so it's all good, okay? When they get to the rage room, everybody takes out their frustrations, you know, for whatever reason. We smashing up microwaves and TVs and VCRs and, you know, whatever. They got bats and golf clubs and axes and everything. Actually, it seems like it could be quite a dangerous place to be if you ain't in there with the right people. But, you know, so they smash the shit up. I mean, I guess this is a man thing, you know, letting out. I mean, motherfucker, can you imagine when that bat hit that damn hard-ass TV? I know somebody's hands was hurting. Okay, y'all smashing stuff like as if the impact don't come back on you. Anyway, I'm getting off track, you guys. I told you I'm just a little off today. But yeah, they get out their frustrations. Everybody's happy. You know, Martell says now it's time to celebrate. Okay, I guess the big event is coming that night. So like I said, when they get on the bus, they have the conversations, you know, about things, you know, more on Lewis. He says that it's just a frustration. It's the frustration that he doesn't have sex enough, too much sex, not good sex, okay? Again, we're not clear on this. I guess maybe Lewis is saying it's not enough. Tiffany say they don't fuck enough. So what is the problem here? Okay? So he said, but it's not that big a deal. You know, he still, you know, he working on whatever he need to work on, you know, but it is a frustration right now, honey. Marceau said some of the realest words that was ever spoken that day anyway. Marceau was like, if it's a frustration today, 2 years, then 4 years, it's going to be an issue. 5 years, it's going to be a problem. And that is true. That is definitely true. If you guys can't even still connect on a sexual level, first of all, y'all only been married 2 years and you only been together 2 years. Did you guys get married to be on the show? Like, why is it, you honestly, I'm not saying that problems don't arise early in a marriage or anything like that, but the sex is usually the very last thing to go. Like, when you can't stand a motherfucker no more, then you don't even want them to touch you. Okay? If we can't even get to this, you know, on a carnal level, like if we can't, you know, get to knocking boots and then still be irritated with it, when you get to that point, then you just, it's bad. It's bad. Okay? You can even be broke and still meet in the bed. Now, when you ain't meeting in the bed, that's when it's really, really, what else are we together for? Okay? We don't even like each other like that. You know, so it was true when he was telling them that. I left out the irritations of the conversation of Maurice. Maurice frustrated with what Maurice is frustrated with is Monster. Okay? He was like, you know, Monster is playing football and he's running track and he's in 707, whatever it is. And they were like, he's doing all of that. And they was like, yeah. And he said, what you frustrated about? Because, you know, why do I have to do everything? Why do I have to get him up in the morning? You know, you want to do this. You got to be all the way. They was like, nigga, he is 14 fucking years old. He's a kid. He gonna be 15 we know he gonna be 15. Then he gonna be 16 and 17 and 18. Why are you, do you not see? That's what I've realized, that men, not all men, but I've had conversations with some of my friends, and even in my own house, like the men see things differently. Like they be like, you know, it's like almost like the men forget that they was kids and that they used to do this shit. So then when they get grown, then all of a sudden they want to act like they just, you know, I used to get up 4 o'clock in the morning. I ran 2 miles. I came back. I took my shower. Then I went to football practice 6 o'clock in the morning. And then I went to class 8 o'clock. You know, as if they mama wasn't on their fucking back for the shit that they wasn't doing either. It's just sort of like, so they were like, he is fucking 14. Give him a break. At least he's not at the house playing video games and everything. He's still out there. It's a lot of kids that's not. Okay, but I guess it's that overachiever in Maurice. Okay, he just so busy. You know, he expect Monster to be. Monster might not want to do none of the shit that Maurice wants him to do. Okay, so I was just like, oh, Maurice. So that was just like, okay, Maurice, that's what you raged for. Oh, okay. As far as Lewis is, yeah, that is an issue. That's a problem already. Marceau was right. It's going to get bigger and it's going to get worser. Shout out to Future. And it's only getting worser. Y'all, is that the end of the show? Because I think that's it for my notes for this. Let me plug my phone in for a die. All right, y'all. I got to do Love and Marriage DC. And I don't even really remember what happened on that show. So, thank God for the notes, right? All right. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is itsrox. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.